Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to, you ready for this? Dolnośląska Wieś? I know there are some intricacies to that pronunciation that I missed, but I got pretty close. I want to say, I went to a website where you type in words, and it pronounces it for you, and a lot of turns in that word. Dolnośląska Wieś. This is a Polish map. And it dropped about, I want to say about 10 months ago, 11 months ago. Yeah, February of 2018, this map dropped. I loaded it, I walked around it, I drove around it. I never played it, but we're going to play it today. There's a couple of reasons why. So one of my favorite maps for 17 is a map called PGR Bruzda, which is a massive Polish map. And it's amazing, as big as it is, it plays super, super fast. 60 FPS all around. It's great. The problem is it's too big. It's really, really immersive and really, moody and gorgeous in that sort of Chernobyl way. I'm not being an ass when I say that. It really is. But it's too big. It's multiplayer only. It's a big bud-sized map. I can't play it single player. And I've tried multiplayer, not on that map, but I've tried multiplayer in general, and it's just a bunch of people yelling at each other and mowing grass in the dark. I'm sure there are good multiplayer servers, but I haven't found one. So you saw before we go across the highway, this is our yard here. Pretty small, pretty small. And you saw we have right in there, that is a Deutz-Fahr 7 series. You say Deutz-Fahr, you say Dutzfahr. I've heard both. I say Deutz. So that is, I guess, our new tractor. That's our good tractor, our fancy pants tractor. Get across this highway. Something I've noticed about traffic, I feel like there's too much traffic in these maps. I think, with these being rural areas, I think probably about 20% of the amount of traffic that we have, like just a car going by every few minutes. I understand they want to bring some movement and some life to the map, but come on, man. We're out in the country. There's not that much traffic. So these are our vehicles. We've got this old, you saw we had the Deutz in there. That's our good tractor. That's our new tractor. We've got this Unimog, right? And that's rigged as a tractor. Hydraulics front and rear. We've got an MB track. Love it. And we've got Pottinger 3-meter seater on the back at the moment. And we've got the K700 with the plow on the back. I thought about the Jimpa plow that's sort of square, and you can get right out to the edge of the field. We're going to go with this one instead. We're going to do it the hard way. We're going to make it count. Now, here's the problem. Articulating tractors. Course play does not like articulating tractors. There are times when you can't even lay in a course at all. Like, it will not recognize that you have a tractor. And I think it's because of the steering axle is essentially here instead of up here somewhere, because this is all, code. Radius, circumnavigate. I don't know. So where are we at? Right. These are, these are our fields. We've got 21 and 23 in the top left of the frame. And then we've got 31 and 33 sort of just to the left of center in the frame. Pretty small fields on this map, I have to say. Pretty small. Now, I did some research. And I haven't done this a ton because, we're going to split our time until 19 gets its act together. We're going to split our time between Coldborough Park and maybe this one. I don't know. We're just going to try it today. We're going to see what we think of it. But we've got all canola planted on Coldborough. Let me have more coffee. I'm not fully awake yet. Moment, please. Right. Better, maybe. So we've got canola planted, and Coldborough Park obviously is a UK farm. I don't know how much canola grows in the UK. I didn't look it up. Perhaps I should have, but I did look up what grows in Poland. Wheat and potatoes and sugar beets and barley and rye and some oats. So we are on hard mode. Prices are low, and we are not going to be able to... We're not going to be able to go with soybeans and canola, which is kind of the safety net. You know what I'm saying? You do. We're not going to be able to go with that and kind of bail ourselves out. So let us do this. Let's get some pellet fertilizer down. We've got, on the Unimog, we've got the Amazon spreader, and it is full. So let's find a way to get over to field 23. Carefully. Right. Let's find a way to get over to field 23. And I'm going to try to be realistic in this episode. I'm going to try to drive on roads and, just be legit. So this is our court here. Is there a gate coming through the back way? There is. Fantastic. So if we come through here, this takes us into both of them. Okay. Fantastic. So this is field 23 over here. This is a little one. And if we go straight running, that takes us up to field 21. Okay. And we also have, I guess I'll show it to you right now. We also have this, these words, man. Well, I can read it right there, so that'll help me say it. A roast cell mash, a tiny little combine harvester. I think this thing holds 3,000 liters. So it's going to be a handful. It really is, but in a good way. Maybe not. Right, so it is 8 a.m. on day 1. We are running seasons. This map does have the seasons overlays. And let's, no, we don't need to check that. I was going to check to see if we can plant wheat. I'm confident we can plant wheat because you can always plant wheat on the first day of spring in seasons. We are running the Polish geomod. So that's a good thing, an accurate thing. Right. Lift that gangster. Brakes off. It's still a little, you know what I'm saying? A little early morning. We'll turn the lights on for safety. Now, I was getting, how do we want to do this? Let's go out here a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Let's back it up. This is our field. We own this, so we can back into it and not feel terrible. I was getting, I don't have that many maps. I have, right now in my mod folder, I have Selby and Thornbrook by Lancey Boy. I have Coldborough Park by Bullet Bill, obviously. I had, I have Altenstein, which is a fantastic map. Tiny little German map. Thought about doing that one today. We have that one. Okay, so that is a fertilizer fill point, a solid fertilizer fill point. Good to know. And I have this one. Now, in the past, when I've had a ton of maps, I have gotten in the habit of creating a folder called Hold that I leave in, for most people, I'm pretty sure it is Documents, My Games, FS17, and that's just like your base sort of save game folder. You know, it's where your profiles are and your mods and everything. And in that base folder, not like drop the base, like base. In that folder, I'll create a folder called Hold Mods. And what I'll do is I'll put maps in there that I'm not using when I have a lot of maps. Because I think the most maps I've ever had at once is probably, I don't know, 18 or 20. Too many maps. We can admit that. So I would leave those in there, and I think there's just a little spot in the middle. Or did we get like full coverage? Ah, there it is. So I would put all the maps that I wasn't using in there, which is kind of a pain in the ass to like switch them back and forth every time you want to like go back into a profile. But I did that because I read somewhere once, maybe in a book, perhaps, that the way that different map makers put different textures in maps, you don't want to have them all loading at once, even though they're not active, right? Even though they're like deselected in the profile. You know what I mean? Like when you go in to actually select your mods in the save game, obviously you're not going to have two maps selected at once, but the textures can still mess with each other. They can sort of mess with the map. So I got in the habit of doing that. Well, I only had a few maps and I figured it'd be okay. It'll be fine. And it wasn't. I was getting a ton of like stuttering, and it's almost like the first time you hop in a map as it's getting everything into RAM, you get those sort of tile loading hiccups. Well, it just kept doing that. No matter how long I was in the map, it just kept doing that. So when I moved the maps that I was not using to that hold folder, all the hiccups went away. So you probably know that by now. As long as the farm sim, I don't know, as long as we've been doing what we've been doing, not you and I mean, as long as, we've all been in farm sim, we know that. But if you don't know that, then I'm telling you, old Sweet Will is letting you know there's a little secret. Don't keep all your mods loaded, but don't keep all your maps loaded at the same time. It can cause some problems. And in my case, it was. So that smoothed things out a little bit. We're not where I'd like to be on FPS. We're about 40 to 50. But you know what? So it goes. At least it ain't 30. Right. So we'll do that. And I don't know if that K700 is going to like get its groove on. I really don't. It may. Now we can also put it on a dumb worker, rather than course play. We can just find a long axis. Hope I'm not making you motion sick when I do that. Every time I do that, I forget that like spinning you around like that. You know what I'm getting at? Spin you right round, baby, right round. That's not always cool. So I apologize. Right. So what else is going on? We're going back to back. And today, you'll see this on Thursdays. Wednesday for me, Thursday for you. I did not... There's a hiccup. I think that was a save game. It better be, because I was under the impression that I had solved that problem. I did not... I want to think how this worked. Basically, I missed a day. I didn't skip a day, but I missed a day. And for us to get back on track, we're just going to go back to back on Farm Sim on Wednesday and Thursday, rather than trying to sneak in Train Sim. And really, nothing dropped for Train Sim. There's no DLC, although I need to check their page in the Steam store, because I have a feeling they're going to be ramping up their like dissemination. Oh yeah, it's vocabulary day. They're going to be ramping up how they put out DLC, and I think there's going to be a lot more DLC for Train Sim World in 2019. So we'll go take a peek at that and see what time it is, but I haven't heard of anything, and I feel like the only Train Sim World videos that really sort of matter to the channel are videos where something new happens, like a new DLC or something, and there isn't one, so we're going to hold off on that. So we can just post 2 days in a row, and then that'll put us back on schedule. And tomorrow for you, Friday for me, is going to be we're going to try to do a MotoGP vid. I don't know. It's hard to say. I really like that sim, and I really like recording it for you, but I feel like it's just not clicking. I feel like something's missing, like I'm doing something wrong, or it's just not resonating. Something happening. I got to tell you, we're going to run out of space in this yard. This base map came with 2 of the little Zetor. Is that how you say it? Maybe. 2 of the little Zetor tractors. And that was it. So the space in the yard and the sheds is really pretty small. And right across the street here, these are pigs, I want to say. And there's some storage over here as well. There's some sheds, but again, very small doors. So I don't know. I mean, we can't get at the moment, we can't get the combine harvester undercover. We can't get the K700 undercover. I'm trying to I don't know if we can get anything undercover other than maybe the MB track. And you saw we had the... Oh, yeah. And you saw we had the Deutschfahr undercover. So, all right. Oh, you know what? I just noticed there's a little track right across the highway there. Can we do it? Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Oh, oh. Fantastic. That was uneventful. All right. Okay. So here's a way to get into, at least into field 23. I don't know if it goes around. Yeah, it looks like it does. I don't know if it goes around to field 21. Now, here's a question. Do we want to start this thing this is just so like ugly and ungainly. Do we want to try to start this thing? Oh, hey, grass field. 2 grass fields. Looks like those are both public. Okay. Or we own them, but you know what I mean. We get to mow them is what I'm saying. So, let's see. I'm looking for a heading here. Can we get to 90? Sure can. Okay. This is maybe not, like, fully approved. And then we want to... Okay, nothing there, nothing there. Okay. So, we're going to go here. And, oh, God. No. This is what I'm talking about. If you look all the way on the left here, there is no... There ain't no option here. It's all grayed out. So we... Yeah. Well, shoot dang. Okay. So... Let's go the other way. Let's see if we can put it on course play. Maybe we can. So this is going to be field work. Yes. In field 21. No. 21. Oh, that's interesting. I just saw it count up. Okay, now those are the other ones. Okay. So automatic. And we want to offset, but we'll do that in a second. Starting location. Here. Okay. This thing is long and awkward, so let's say 3 headlands. Right like so, right like so. Bypass islands. I don't see any, but we'll turn it on anyway. And I think we need to do this now. Offset to the... How do we want to do this? Do we want to offset to the right? Yes, we do. And it's 2.5 meters. But it does overlap a little bit. Let's go 0.5. Does that look right? No, it looks like too much. Let's go back a little bit. Does that look about right? Nope, not enough. There we go. Okay, so now we go over here and we generate. Right, where's our starting point? And is it even going to work? Our starting point looks like it's right over there somewhere. I don't know how you feel about tractor engines. I don't know if that, like, tickles your fancy, as they say. But is this thing... No, man. We don't want to be working yet. I don't know if that does anything for you, but this one, and wait till you hear that Mercedes. It is fantastic with gearbox. Right, so... I'm scared. I don't mind telling you. Right, so we're going to turn this off. We are going to go here. Let's set a good speed. Yeah, it's about right. Slow that down. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. First waypoint. Are you ready? Will it work? Okay, great. So it is going to put that away. Okay. All right. And we're going to watch this for a few cycles to see if it got the offset right. All right. Who's my worker? Does it say Gregor? Oh, that'd be perfect. Gregor doing a little work in Poland. I think, oh, it does this sometimes. And I don't know if it's just the luck of the draw, because in a way that's, you know, a bit of the crazy Ivan, 50-50 chance that it flips the offset to the correct side. So right now it has the wheel tracking on the wrong side. You want your wheel to be on the area of the field that you have not worked in yet. But I don't know if course play like does that, if there's some code, or if it's just a 50-50, or if it's where it is when you start, right? Like if we flip this thing over, is it going to be okay? But then I worry that our offset is now in the wrong direction. But I guess we could offset it. Oh, whatever. Let's just let it work. So, see if we got our offset right. And I think, beautiful. I think we got it just about right. Okay. So we'll let that go a couple more cycles, just to confirm. Beautiful. And then the last thing we're going to do before we go hop in our Unimog and spread a little bit more FERT, the last thing I want to do is get a time estimate for this. I say it's going to be an hour to do this field, maybe 40 minutes. I'll do it off camera, obviously. I won't do it live. Right. I think we got it. It is on the wrong side, and that is like just bugging the hell out of my OCD. But what can you do? You know? It's only a game. Nobody cares. Right. So let me hop up here. Carefully. Huh. Okay. Let's see how we're going to do on time. Looks like an hour and 17 minutes. Fantastic. Right. Now I don't think these grass fields here. This is a field. Let me drive over. I'm going to take the Unimog over to those grass fields. Those look like meadow grass, not crop grass. If that's the case, then we will not be able to fertilize them. But let's go take a look either way. So hop back in here. Fire it up. Here we go. So yeah, I wanted to do a Polish map. I know I've never done one on the channel. I've really only played a couple of them. Seriously, in the years that I've been on this sim, I've really only played a couple of them ever. And one of them was PGR Brewster, which I liked, but it's just too damn big. It really is. So this is grass here. Let's see if we can get any love down here. We can. Fantastic. Okay. Beautiful. So let's get this fertilized. I do like them, and I know a lot of people, I mean, I hear it over and over, talking to people that are into the sim, that Polish maps all look like Chernobyl. They just look like all blighted and depressing and concrete, whatever. It's like, well, hey man, you know, every baby's beautiful, as they say. So, I don't know. Maybe that's like what Polish people are into. I don't know. But since I've never done one, not in real life and not on the channel, I mean long term. I've started a few, but not really, you know. I figured let's give it a try. And this gives us an opportunity to use some really different equipment that we would not otherwise ever use, like the K700. Unimog, I don't know. I guess Unimog could be at home on a German map. MB track, obviously, and Deutz, but I feel like the K700 is that's a pretty unique item. It's very Cold War, very post Cold War. So let's just I don't want to get through these trees. Where's the field? There it is. Can't really tell. Okay, so the grass does go like in and around the trees. Good to know. All right, turn that off. So yeah, man, let's do it. Let's have some fun. I take this game so seriously sometimes. It's like I always enjoy it, but I don't always have enough fun with it. And those are two different things. You know, liking something and having fun with it, two different things. Oh, there's the motion sickness again. I do apologize. Not doing that on purpose. So the MB track with our little 3-meter seeder, I think that will be fine on either a worker or on courseplay. And it's that Pottinger mod is two pieces. It is a cultivator and the actual seeder. So we can go right over where the K700 is plowing, right? We don't need to do an intermediate cultivating step. Although I guess having a cultivator on there, we are doing that step. We're just doing it at the same time as we're seeding. So no problem there. And we're going to have to figure out a way to get some potatoes in the ground. We're going to have to figure out what field we want to put the potatoes in. Oh, man. Yeah. Maybe 21, where the K700 is working right now. I mean, that's not that big a field, you know. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to get where we at on time. We're at 26 minutes. I'm going to head over across the highway and get these other two fields with their first layer of fert. And I'm also, when we're over there, take a look and tell me what you think. Should we just plow these two together right now and be done with it? All right, here we go. Should we just plow these two together and be done with it? Maybe. Save game. Maybe. Hard to say. So, let me start that right there. Man, there's a hell of a spread on this Amazon. This is a mod, and yeah, it's just like throwing fert everywhere. Plenty of range. And since there's really nothing between these two but a little strip of grass, I'm just going to do it this way. Right? Makes sense. So yeah, I may plow these together, I may not. We'll see. It's going to be tight in here. There's very little headland. Well, there's no headland as far as a grass verge. It's just like right up to the highway, right up to the fence. So this is going to be interesting. And I'm curious how that little tiny combine harvester is going to perform. Oh. And also what we're going to do as far as tippers. I think the auger on that, the pipe, is really not very high off the ground. So I don't know if we're going to be able to use a decent sized auger. Now this Unimog that we're in right now holds 4,500 liters as a tipper, right? So we can really use this to start with and save some money. We don't need to get a tipper proper. Or we could get a wee tiny one and just tow it with this and sort of double up capacity or whatever. But we've got some decisions to make. And with us being on hard mode and the prices being so low, I don't know, man. I don't know. I always never really know. But sometimes, like, I really don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But I think this is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, this is not what we normally do. It's different in a lot of ways. It's different the location, it's different the equipment. So we'll have some fun. And we will, yeah. We'll just do a little farming and we'll wait on FS19. Like I said, it'll get its act together. I'm confident. I think, maybe. I mean, another video I was talking about how some franchises just like drop the ball at some point and they go away and they're never the same, you know. So maybe I don't know, could go either way. Too early to tell. It's only been a month, but I'm curious. And in the meantime, I want to continue having fun farming, and 19 was just no fun for me. So this is going to be fun, and it's definitely going to be different. So let me see if I can get in the middle here. Yeah, there you go. Now, sometimes I miss a little bit. Like right there, I missed a little bit. But if I were to try to get that stripe, I would just double up. And every time I do that, I think, man, I'm going to burn my fields if I throw that much fertilizer around. I'm going to burn my crops. All right, so we'll go down here. And then I think just one more stripe back up. We can take this back across the highway and park it. That'll take us right around to 30 minutes. So perfect. Yeah, we missed a couple little bits. But like I said, I don't want to get so much fertilizer in there that nothing grows. So we can miss a few bits. Not the end of the world. All right, and we are driving all over these fields, but they haven't been prepped yet, so that's okay. They still need to be plowed and cultivated. No, there's a fence there. Okay. And these are, yeah, those are our pigs there. Is that right? Yep, those are our pigs there. And if we go over here and then right across the highway, that's back to our yard. Okay. Getting a feel for this map, man. It's tight. It's really tight. I like it though. Right. So we'll go in here. And right about in here. And get this thing flipped around. Can I park this thing anywhere? Maybe. Sneak through there. Oh, so tight. Yeah, but we can fit it in there. Okay. As long as we can fit it somewhere. Drop that down. Yeah, I can't get it in there with the weight. Hang on, I gotta clip through a wall. Maybe I can. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Set the brake. Right, and we'll go see how our K700 is doing, and we'll call it an episode. All right. Always slipping. Well, now it looks like it's slipping for real. I wonder if it's caught on something. Sir? Is it over there? Must be over here. Oh yeah, it's caught on something. Sir? Yeah, we did say 3 headlands, did we not? I don't think 3 is going to be enough. Clearly. Sir? Right, so first, let's do this. And then this. Yeah, I guess that's just not enough room. Right, so let's get this turned around. I'll finish this up off camera, like I said, but in the meantime, let's just get Gregor back on task. Hey, you know what? While we're here, let's do this. We're going to have one row that's all wonky because of when we do this. But if we make this 4 meters to the right, see what I'm getting at? So then we go here. Then we go here. Nearest waypoint right there. Right? So let's turn this off. So the wheel is on the right side. Let's see what happens when he gets down here and turns. And we actually didn't even miss a strip. Okay. Sure we did. Just a little bit though. Just a little tiny bit. Alright. Yeah, I'll have to make, I guess, 4 headlands to clear that. It is super tight up against the fences in here. Okay. So far, so good. And I imagine, it'll happen off camera, but I imagine when my man gets to the other end of the field, he's just going to drive into the wall again. So I will sort that out. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, it seems like that's not, you know what I mean? Like almost the field boundary is maybe not set where it could be or where it should be. Okay, they didn't flip that time. Interesting. Oh, you know what? Okay. I think, yeah. The reason it didn't flip is because now it is where it's supposed to be. When it gets to the other end, it'll flip. So it's on the wrong side. I'll fix it off camera. Right. Anyway. That's okay. 8:30 in the morning. Lights come on. I guess it's that cloudy. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of FS17 from Dolnośląska Wieś in Poland. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.